Alright. You can see there's a pretty good dark tinge to this carpet. Once again, the people that lived here 3 years, never vacuumed, never had their carpets cleaned, so.
Never cared.
Well, it's just, not everybody cares about living in cleanliness, so.
No, some people like to be filthy. It suits their temperament, I guess, or whatever.
So, and again, we did a really thorough pre-vacuum on this carpet, and there's a video for that. You might look in the back history, and you can see how much junk we pulled out. I'll show you just a shot there. You can see in the bathroom on the floor. That's what all the carpets look like too. So it was a pretty nasty job.
Now this is going to take some extra work. I'm going to do what I can to blend this dark area and this light area together, and it won't blend perfectly, but I've blended quite a few of them pretty good in the past where I've actually blended them completely before. It's hard to do, and sometimes you can and sometimes you can't, but I'm going to try to blend this one because it's real bad.
I was standing in the cleanest corner of the room.
And it's dirty.
Yeah. Now these carpets were so neglected that I guarantee you there's things that aren't going to come out. Like that cigarette burn he just went over. That is never coming out. But there's going to be some other things in here. There's abrasion to the carpet, so some of the areas that are dirty, although we may get the dirt out, we're not going to fix the damage to the carpet. And it's not going to show, it's not going to look the same as the rest of the carpet, so it's going to look like a bad spot. And that usually shows up to the naked eye into video. It shows up as a dark spot. But there's only so much you can do with that. You're not a miracle worker. Be careful here. And I'm trying to find an angle where you can see the stains the best. But he's casting a shadow.
You might want to stand over there.
Yeah.
Or over there.
I'll move around a little bit, but you can't see from every angle.
I'm not real good at making videos or pictures, but one thing I know is if you want to do a good job, try to always keep the object you're filming between the camera and the window as much as possible. And that usually makes a difference on how well the video can show up.
Well,
as much as you can.
We have a little viewfinder on this camera, and I can kind of see roughly what we're getting, but it's not 100% perfect, but I can see an outline of a bed. I'm glad there's not an outline of a body.
Now, we may not be able to get that outline out, but we're going to try. We've actually got a lot of these outlines out before.
You can get the dirt out. The problem is the abrasion to the carpet. A lot of times you can't fix that. In fact, generally 100% of the time you're not going to fix abrasion. This machine will fluff the carpets up pretty good, and they'll look really, really good when they're all fluffed up, but once people walk on them and start matting it down a little bit, you'll be able to see those worn out areas a little bit better.
Orbital cleaning machines like this, they have a way of standing up abrasion. You may not fix it, but you can sure make it look better.
You know, if you turn the machine, so you're walking that way.
Yeah, but see, I'm needing to push this direction because the
way
I'm working uphill. If I turn the other way, I'm working downhill, and I don't get as much aggression on the.
But it's not about you; it's about the video.
Yeah.
No one cares about your comfort.
Well, it cleans the carpets better if you're pushing like uphill or whatever against the grain. Okay, this is dirty, so keep an eye on this one I'm coming into. And when a room's dirty like this, what I'll do is I'll go over it a couple of times, not just once. I'll rinse the bonnet out and go over it again and give it every chance to.
And you can flip the bonnet if you need to.
I will. Here in a sec.
Now we've got one more room that we have to clean.
We're not going to do a little video.
We're not going to video, yeah.
It's basically like nobody lived in the room or something. Somehow it escaped all this damage. It'll make a boring video. We're not going to put it up.
Let me see if I can. It's hard to see in here with the light.
Turn the light on and see what happens.
No, that always makes it worse.
Oh no. They take out the shadow.